Welcome back to the Femme podcast.
With your hosts, Rami and Alicia.
Talking all things fitness, mindset, and everything in between.
To help you become your most fierce and femme selves. Welcome back to another episode, everyone. We are so excited for today's one. We're coming back with some more road questions because you guys seem to love this.
And so do we, to be honest.
We do, actually. It's our favorite thing ever. Plus a cheeky little life update. But before we get into that, we would love to pretty please ask, if you have not already, please hit that follow button on Spotify. Rate us 5 stars. If you're over on our YouTube, hello, hi, we love you. Please subscribe. Because the more that you guys can do that for us, the more lives we can impact, the more change we can create. And that's the goal here. So, Illy, so
help
much.
Help us help you.
Yes. Anyway, Alicia's going to kick it off with her first life update.
Where do I start? It has been a month. So I'll start with, I nearly stepped on a tiger snake. And I want to tell this story just because for people that aren't Australian, I mean, everyone probably I freaked the fuck out. So I'm going to paint you the picture. It was a warm, beautiful day, and that is peak weather for snakes. I tell my partner, there are going to be snakes out today. No, we'll be fine. Classic boy. Also, I knew he was just telling me that so that I didn't constantly think about it, but I was scanning those floors the whole time because we've seen one at this place before. Anyway, so we're walking the dogs. Thank the Lord our dogs were on lead, because if they were not on lead, I bet one of them would have been bitten by it. Anyway, so we're walking the dogs and I'm on the side of the path, and this snake was literally, you know when you're walking on a path and there's bushes right next to the path, literally almost like I reckon a few centimeters out of the bushes, like onto the path. And I'm just walking, again, thank God I was looking at the floor, and I swear to God, I want to insert like a photo of like snake eyes staring up at me, and it flattened its head, and I didn't know they do that as a way of like, I look really big. Because it almost looked like it had been run over, like a really flat head. I just see these eyes staring up at me and I scream, and like, I don't even remember where I stepped, because if I would have taken my next step, I would have stepped on top of it. And I think I jumped off to the side, but you know, adrenaline and all things happen. And it felt like 10 seconds later where Jared went, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Bit late, mate.
Well, I also didn't say snake.
Oh.
I just screamed and like ran, because you're just doing fight or flight, right? Yeah. And then we're running and we take a few steps and he's like, wait, I want to turn around and watch it go away. Anyways, we watched, it was fucking huge, dude. Like, and also tiger snakes are one of the most venomous. I feel like they're maybe the second most venomous snake. We looked it up. There's like death, mortality rates, all the things. And I was like, literally life or death situation. So that's my first life update. I survived. Didn't step on it. But
watch out for snakes,
the
everyone.
adrenaline that runs through your body when you have an experience like that, like I was literally struggling to breathe, like shaking. It's wild. Human bodies are just amaze me.
Crazy.
So yeah.
Well, I have not seen a snake, so yay for me. I actually want to start my one with a full celebration of all these sales that I've been making recently. And it's been a long time coming, especially if you follow me on Instagram. Like, fuck, I've been showing you guys how hard it's really been. And I feel like we're out of winter now. Like, I know the physical world's getting into winter, but mine is not, okay? And I feel like there's just all this newfound confidence, all this new momentum. And I'm like, how many more people can I fucking help right now? Like, that is the emotions and the drive is like, all right, everybody come. Like, I'm so ready. And
come
I just,
to me.
and I just keep reminding myself, because especially if you're a coach and you're listening to this, sometimes there's that fear of, oh my God, how many people can I hold at a time? I don't want to get tired. I don't want to get burnt out. And I've just been challenging that with, no, I can do it. Like, I can just increase my capacity. I can hold more. And that's really, really, really been helping. And yeah, just like really building up the resilience army. Recently, I created a whole training for shift workers, because ever since leaving Vic Pol, I'm just like, it's just crickets out there for the help for shift workers. And honestly, that's what's really driven me to help the shift workers so much more, is because of how hard it is and how lonely it can feel out there. So if you're a shift worker and you're listening and you need support, come find me, come find the Resilience Army, because we got you, baby.
Yeah. So proud of you. Queen.
Thanks.
Love you. Next up, I've had a lot of experiences this month. I had a Reiki session, and it was my first ever Reiki session. And I went in honestly having no idea what I was going into. I'm going to give her a shout out. Her name's Anna May Studium, like her business name. Her name's Chiara. She's Italian. She's beautiful. And you definitely need to be open-minded. I will say that. If you're not within this space whatsoever, you may go and be a little like, what is this? But it's all about energy and releasing energy from the body, I believe. Could be completely wrong, but that was my interpretation of it. And I had a really beautiful experience. And my key takeaways from it were, or what sort of stuck with me, and I feel like that's always the most important things, like, is she told me my aura. Did I tell you that?
No.
So she was looking at me and she's like, your aura keeps changing between yellow and green. And really interesting because one of them, I think it was green, again, might be getting this wrong, is that you're someone who's meant to heal and help people.
Aww.
And then yellow was like really kind, nurturing, happy person.
That makes
and I'm
sense.
like, well, that's literally me.
Yeah.
So no wonder it keeps shifting between the two. And then something that was actually really emotional was she told me that there's someone who's looking over me, protecting me. I feel like I sort of might know, but also don't know because I don't have a lot of close people that have like passed away. And then she also couldn't tell me if it's someone who's here or who's not here. But it was just such a nice feeling to know that there's someone out there who's guiding me in the right direction. And I love all the spiritual side of things. And she said to me that they were speaking to her and telling her, like, I'm so proud of her. Like, she can do this. She's got this. And that was just a moment that I think I needed then. So that was really beautiful.
It's just cool to do something different.
Yeah.
Like, what have you got to lose?
A different modality that, like,
Yeah.
is someone's world, like coaching is
Yeah.
for me. Yeah.
True. I love that. I have an update that I haven't even told you because I got
What?
Vass and I went ring shopping yesterday. I know.
What?
Anyway, I know.
You literally told me you had no updates.
I know.
This is a big
I lied.
update.
Anyway. So, no, it's so
For
funny.
a second, I thought you were going to be like, we're engaged.
Oh, I wish. Not yet.
That would be a great way to tell me.
I
though.
know. So he
Oh my God.
he was not too keen because he's like, well, I don't want you to feel like I'm going to propose soon if we go ring shopping. And I was like, dude, I get we're not in a position right now for you to propose, but I think it's still handy for my own clarity.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, lots of girls find pictures and then they go ring shopping and they change their mind entirely.
Do you have photos?
Yeah,
Because you need to show me.
I will show you. Shut up. And that's what I said to him. I was like, I've been sending you pictures, but what if I fucking hate them? I was like, we need to go
Yeah.
shopping. And then he was all for it. And I was like, oh my God, fine. And then we were like, what do we do?
No, how awkward.
It was. And we just walked into, he's like, what shopping centre do we go to? I was like, I don't know. Like, let's just go to Southland or something. So we literally just went to Southland. And we walked into the first store. I was like to lady, I haven't done this before, but I'm looking for an engagement ring. She's like, do you know what you like? And I was just showing her like Pinterest stuff and then ended up liking a completely different
Really?
shape and then still tossing between the band that I like. But it was just so fun. And then even Vass was asking these questions of these certain things. And I was like, oh my God, this guy's been doing some research.
Was
Literally.
he?
Yeah. I was
Good
like,
on
oh,
him.
okay. He's like, I better
Jared,
write
he
these
was
down.
mute. I was like,
Bless.
do you have any input?
So it was really fun. And I'm like, it was so funny at the end of the day where I was like, babe, do you reckon like the payment plans are really low for these? Like just so he's like, I'm not proposing anytime soon. I was like, damn it. Anyway, but that was honestly so fun. And I think it just, for him, he doesn't see it as a big deal because I was like, babe, this is such a big deal for me. I think it's such a big step in our relationship to just go shopping. He's like, what do you mean? And I like that he's normalized it. But for me, I feel like the little girl in me is like, oh my God,
So
we
fun.
might get engaged, you know?
Literally.
Because I thought I would get engaged when I was 25, like when I was a kid, right? I thought I'd have 3 kids and a whole entire mansion by now at 30. So yeah, it was just really exciting.
Oh, I can't believe you kept that from me.
Yeah, that was hard. Illy.
Love you. No, that was
Love you
great.
more.
You got a great reaction on screen anyways. Well, I've got a retreat coming up, which by the time you guys listen to this, it will have just been finito. Follow PSP retreats. All the
Slay.
content will be on there. It's so interesting now, this being the 3rd retreat, how I feel about them. First one, shitting myself, couldn't eat, couldn't sleep, awful. But do you know what happens to me before every retreat is I'm such a dreamer. And I also got told this in my Reiki session, that my dreams are I think she was saying how I channel, how I like process things. And anyways, I have fucked up dreams about retreats all the time, like things going wrong, all this shit happening, whatever. So I've been dreaming lots about it, but I'm just so fucking excited. Like endlessly excited. I can say Rami will have been there to do breath work.
Yes,
it will have been
surprise.
after the retreat. But I've got Rami coming. I've got a yoga facilitator coming, Dom doing dance, and I just feel so much more confident in my ability now.
Yay.
And we have return attendees, which is
huge.
wild.
Says a lot about you and the retreat.
Thank you.
Big
Do you
slay.
have any other updates?
Do we want to mention Bali?
Oh, we can talk about Bali.
Yeah, well,
I'm also selling my Bali. Well, now that April's over,
exactly. This is your next
Bali.
retreat, and I am coming. We're going to Bali.
I'm so excited. Equally, I feel like at the moment I'm so excited, but I'm not even thinking about it because this one's so close.
Yeah.
But Bali is going to be fucking epic. One thing I will say about Bali that's different, it's an extra day because everyone's going to be traveling to Bali to go to the retreat. And we're having an adventure day. And I want to preface, adventure day is not like bungee jumping and fucking cliff diving and shit, because I feel like some people will look at it and go, what the fuck are we doing? It's really wholesome, girly fun of we're going to go to, I'm not even going to try do the name because I'm just going to fuck it up, but these rice terraces for sunrise. And apparently it's a beautiful sunrise. You can get some really pretty photos. And then to a waterfall as well, and do a little waterfall tour and finish it at a day club that's in Ubud, which is called Kretya. I don't know how to say it again, but
I'm so excited.
Really fun. And that'll be the last full day of retreat so that we do all the stuff, all the emotional stuff, the workouts, everything. And then it's like, you made it, party time, and then we go home the next day. So if you want to join us, DM me for all the details and jump in because it will sell out.
It will.
Yes.
Slay.
Do you have any
everything
other updates now?
No, that's pretty much it.
Mine was pretty much just that I'm on a deficit, but nothing's really happening so far.
No.
I'm on my period now, so I feel like all the progress I made is just gone. No, but you know when you wake up and I'm like, I feel like a potato. Do you actually something really cute Jared did yesterday? I was crying and just having a period day. And I go, I feel like a potato. He pulled out, we had potato salad in the fridge and he goes, this is a potato. Do you think you look like that? And I went, no.
Logical. Men, so logical. I fucking love it.
But I was like, you know what? I needed that in that moment because it made me laugh and out of my whole sad vibes.
Illy.
Anyways.
Should we get into our road questions?
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'm so excited.
Can I ask you first?
Yeah.
This first one's, it's a quick one, but I heard someone else ask it on a podcast and I'm like, I'm really interested and I sort of want to answer it too.
Oh, okay. Well, you can answer it too. You'll have 11 questions. Oh my God, I'm so nervous and excited.
What was your first ever email address or Instagram name?
No.
This is exactly why I wanted to ask this. Was it that bad?
My first email
I'm so glad I put this down.
Was anyway, lil_lunkin23@hotmail.com.
What was your first Instagram? Do you know?
I don't actually remember my first
Rami
Instagram. I reckon it was just my name. I actually don't remember Instagram.
I think mine was same as my email. So my email was Leash Loves Dogs.
Oh, sounds cute. Leash loves dogs.
Yeah.
One of my friends had her name and then it was like _loves neighbors.
It was all like, I feel like we all used to do the most random shit.
And you had an underscore and it was fucking cool.
Anyways, I thought that would be a fun one.
Thanks. Good icebreaker. Fucking people are going to roast me now. All right. So
I'm scared.
With our last road questions, you said you were going to do something.
No, I haven't done that.
I didn't even ask the fucking question. Have you watched Twilight? No. She's a liar, everyone.
Do you know, there's actually been so many times where I've gone to do it and I just don't want to.
Guys, we're breaking up.
And also I think because there's so many of them, isn't there? It feels like such an effort.
Okay, fine. We'll drop the Twilight.
And I'm really in my One Tree Hill era. I've never watched it before.
My sisters have watched that 25,000 times.
But also gobsmacked at the fucking storyline of I was like, there's two brothers, but they're not brothers.
Yeah, I haven't fully watched it, but Illy, Chad, Michael Murray.
Oh, yeah. Both of us. All right. If you could talk to your 80-year-old self, what do you think she would say to you right now?
Oh, damn. Like, thank fuck we're alive at 80. It's a good one. She would say to me right now, that you are doing your fucking best and to just keep trusting because you do a lot of action. That's the easy bit. The easy bit for me is taking action. The hard bit is having the trust. So she would say, just keep having trust, sis, because I'm 80, maybe fucking in Prada heels still, fucking feet up in my mansion. She's living.
Yeah.
Pop off
listen to
80-year-old
her.
Rami. If you had to choose out of strength training or Pilates, you could only pick one for the rest of your life.
Oh,
What would it be?
this is really hard
I know.
because I'm either going off what I enjoy more doesn't get me as good as results. But I think I'd go more for enjoyment, which is Pilates.
Yeah.
And it's just, I do definitely get bored in just the gym. I need to be doing more than just the gym, whether that's Pilates, yoga, all sorts of random shit, like even dance. I just need something else and I think it's also part of, we work from home. I work by myself. Pilates is social for me. I go to a class, I see people I know and all that sort of stuff as well. Whereas gym, you can go with a friend, but it's very much just a personal thing. And you can still have a good physique doing Pilates. You're just not going to have as much muscle. So Pilates.
Beautiful.
Yeah. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Hard, hey?
Probably fried chicken.
Yeah, I thought that would be the answer. But
I just love it.
if you're being strategic for the rest of your life, breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
It's one meal. What am I going to have?
you're going
Do
to
you
have
know what I mean?
fucked up digestion.
Well, yeah, no matter what I have, I think. It'd be something like that. I think that's my favorite. That's my death row meal, I think. Yeah. I'd be a fat piece of shit eating fried chicken for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay, cute one. What's your favorite thing about running retreats?
You know what? I had a feeling you were going to ask this question because when I was writing yours yesterday, I was like, I reckon Rami's asked me that question. So thank you. So many things. That's a really hard question to answer.
I'll give you all then. Fuck it.
What do you mean? All of my favorite things?
Yeah.
I think one is having a space where women can soften because I'm also the woman who is that woman. I am my ideal client. So I understand them very well in that so many people need a space where they can actually let their walls down and they don't have to do the dishes. They don't have to do the vacuuming because they sound like such small things, but when you're constantly on and, doing like a job where you're servicing people, I work with lots of mums, nurses, teachers, service providers that are always doing the things where they can just come. It's really funny because they all suck at this when they come, is that they don't have to do anything. And then equally, I'm yelling at them all weekend saying, don't touch those dishes, don't do that, because it's so in their nature to. And that's actually, why are you struggling so much to sit back and not do anything? And I have to actually reiterate to them, I'm like, you are paying to be here. You're paying me to do all of this for you. Stop fucking doing that. So that. And then I think I love seeing the connections that they make. I feel like a proud mom. I'm like, oh my God, my children are making friends. But it's just really wholesome, or moments where I almost don't even need to be there as a coach because they've said the perfect thing that they needed to hear. And sometimes that coming from someone who isn't the coach is so much better too. And then my last thing,
I love it. Go for it.
Is there's a process that we do that I do keep top secret because I like for people to experience when they get there. But in that process, the whole idea behind it is I want women to be able to witness the impact they have on other people with people that they've met 3 days ago. Because I think so often, and it's really funny that I'm now talking about this because I feel like I've even had this recently of I'm like, why, almost a bit of imposter syndrome of like, why me for retreats, or like, why would people want to work with me, right? And to hear from someone who literally met you a few days ago, some of the things those girls say, I will be sitting there like, wow, And if that doesn't tell you anything about the relationships you have outside of retreat, your partner, friends, family, yeah,
Love
mic
that.
drop. This is a bit of a cutesy one. What's your favorite thing about your relationship?
Oh my God, everything.
Yeah, now your
Honestly, my favorite thing is the contrast. I feel like I get to look at our old relationship because if you're new here, the relationship I'm in now, we actually went through a really bad breakup a few years ago. So to see the contrast of how much we've grown is my favorite thing. And we always sort of bring that up every now and then and go, like if something stressful happens and we deal with it really well now, we'll go, fuck, imagine this was us a few years ago. One would have exploded, one would have done this and rah, rah, rah. And it's nice to just be a team is really one of my favorite things. And he's just so much more nurturing now. And I think that's because I also learned how to sort of drop into the femme a little bit more and vice versa. And that's, yeah, my favorite thing now is that I don't have to always be this independent person that I love to be. I can also just cradle like a little girl and be like, oh my God, just love me, please. Yeah. And it's the best.
I just need a kiss and a cuddle to make everything feel better.
That's what they're here for. Cute. What is your why behind your business?
I feel like almost what I touched on before a little bit of that I've seen it in so many women and experienced it. And a bit of context, I'm an oldest child. I also, so much to understand who I am. I grew up with divorced parents. I'm an oldest child. My mum then remarried. They also got divorced. There was, and this is through no one's fault, but there was a lot of times where I was also quote unquote parenting or looking after. I was about to say my children. My brother and my sister who, I mean, I'm getting like emotional. Love them to bits, but like they mean a lot to me because I have watched them through so many things and I do view them as like literally my children at times, especially my brother. He's 7 years younger than me. And like the fact he can now drive, wild. What was the question? What's my why? Anyways. But I'm very much a carer, looking after, but in that lost so much of myself and very much the people pleaser. I managed a gym where I was literally just, when I look at photos of myself from that time, I look in my eyes and I'm like, she is not, like, they're emotionless. And I feel like the eyes never lie. You can literally see, I'll be like smiling, but I'm like, I can tell how much I just was not there. I was just getting through the day and I don't want people to feel that way because it fucking sucks. And I think my why is just to have a space where it's not a bitchy girl space. And I think that's definitely growing a lot more. But I know that the one thing I get complimented on all the time is the environment that I create for people. And that also comes down to my like mum-like nature. And I do want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable and everyone, you know, is well fed and all those things. And that's where, because I'm like that, I can create the perfect retreat space of like, I know exactly what you're looking for. And I just want to create an experience where it's like, I will remember that weekend for the rest of my life as one of the best things I've ever done.
I love that.
Thanks, Queen. All right. What do you think is the biggest misconception about working in the police force?
Oh.
Or like misunderstanding? You go wherever you want to go with this.
I think people think that police officers have more control than they actually do. And I think people don't realize that policing is a job. And there's lots of rules and regulations and legislations to follow. And that's where it can get really hard for people to, I guess, see that because you'll have police officers doing one thing and then maybe other police officers doing other things based on their own personal values. And then you always have to go back and go, but Vic Pol have their own certain values that you have to follow. And I think that, you know, if someone comes to you and says, oh, you know, can you help me with this, and you're like, actually, I can't, then they'll crack it. It's like, well, it's not because of me. it's because my job is not allowing me to. And because it's a uniform and because, police officers are always in the social media and on the news, people just find it so easy to attack without realizing there's someone on top who's telling the police officers what to do and, and it's just something that I think you don't really realize until you're actually in it.
I think that's a really good point.
Thank you.
It is so easy to look at them as just saying like them, police officers, and not as people that are doing a job.
Yeah. And that's like the conversation I have now with police applicants, because a lot of the common questions I get are, and these are a couple of reels I made the other day, it was like, how do you react when you see, deceased bodies, or like, how do you deliver death messages and stuff? Because that stuff's not taught in the academy. So they come to me and I'm like, well, it is a job. You have to actually teach yourself to prepare. But the community don't see that side of things. They see, giving fines and going to protests and doing all. It's like, that's the fucking minuscule. That is minuscule of what police officers have to do. So hopefully that spreads some awareness and everyone's, gets along. It's hard out there. Beautiful. I loved that question. Thank you. Oh, this is so random. If you could own any pet, including a mystical creature, what would it be?
Including a mystical creature. An otter.
What?
Don't you think they're so cute? No, because I just went back to my inner child for a second. And I was like, okay.
That's so cute.
When I was at the zoo.
Gym and zoo?
Guys,
she's always living at the
4
gym.
a.m., so I'm doing really well. Otters are just the cutest little thing. They just look so, or a meerkat.
I do like meerkats. I would have said dragon, but I love that. That's why I added in mystical. I'm like, I wonder if she thinks like me. Definitely not.
We're always so
I will be flying in on my dragon.
Like, what is the cutest little thing that I can
I'm like, what's the biggest destroyer?
This is where our brains just go in two different.
I'm dead. They could be friends,
like,
the dragon and the
meerkat. No, but wouldn't that, just so cute.
Oh, I love that. That's really cute.
If you could not be a mindset coach, what would you be doing?
That's one of my fucking questions for you, bro.
Is it?
I swear to God.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
We're on the same page today. Not really. And wait, sorry to interrupt, but we both came up with these on our own today.
Yeah.
So the fact we both came up with
I
that,
know.
love that.
Well, you better think of an answer because that's my next question for you anyway. Cool. I honestly, I would love to be an actress or something. I've frothed that shit. I love watching celebrity interviews.
We should go to an acting class together.
I would love to. Yes. I don't think I'd be very good, but that's okay. I would love to try that out. I feel like I would froth being in a film, doing the premieres.
Did you ever do plays and stuff in high school?
I did actually. Me and one of my best friends did one in year 7 and 8, but it was just funny. It was like a full comedy one and we were just taking the piss. And she was incredible because she could improv. And then when I was really little, I would do a couple, but not really else. I think that's...
Really?
Yeah. It's why I'm not shy to get in front of the camera.
I wasn't expecting that for you.
Oh, what were you thinking?
No idea. I didn't know what was... I thought helping people in some sense.
But that's what I'm doing now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess, it's very opposite, very left field.
See, mine would be either makeup artist, because I still love that. Part of me is like, I mean, I don't need to add anything else to my plate right now, but I love talking, if you can't tell. And that's where I used to love doing makeup because you just talk the whole time, and love PTing, you talk the whole time. I love when in Pilates, one person shows up to the class. I'm like, let's just talk for 45 minutes. Anything with talking. Or content creator in terms of like for weddings. This is something that's honestly a bit of a downfall for me in a sense whenever I use content creators, because I look at it and I'm like, that's not the shot that I wanted. And I grew up with my dad he wasn't a photographer, but he had a camera. He was like a lighting producer, and we did photo shoots at home all the time. So I've used a camera for years and years and years, and I love it. And I'm got the eye. So
that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. If someone takes a photo of me, I'm like, no, that's not what I was looking for. So who knows? I've got lots of different fields to go into.
I love that.
So I guess it's back to me then.
Yeah.
What's something about you that people would be surprised to know?
I feel like people are always shocked when I tell them my culture. like being half Sri Lankan and half Lebanese, people are usually pretty shocked, pretty shocked by that, I think.
What do they normally think you are?
I get a mix. Indian, I've had Greek before.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I was like, surely not.
What is
a lot of
Greek?
the time it's Indian. What else have I? Someone once said Spanish or something. I was like, that is a mad compliment. Thank you. But yeah,
I think could definitely see like Latina. Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely got the attitude
With
for it too
curly
sometimes.
hair,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I think that'll be my answer there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love.
Slay.
Oh.
What would you say to the woman right now who's struggling to put herself first?
I would say start small because I know that there's a lot of guilt that comes with it for that sort of person. So for me, it was as simple as saying no to people. For example, when I was in the depths of it, it was I was about to say I was a shift worker in a sense of like taking on shifts for Pilates
It
and
is
stuff.
though, because it is shift work.
Yeah, but you get messaged all the time. Like I reckon I get at least one message a day about covers. And when you're starting out, you want to say yes to everything because you're building your reputation. You want to get your name out there. Especially when I was PTing, I just wanted the evidence and the hours to be like, I'm learning. Like the more that I work, the more that I learn, which then came to my downfall because all I did was work. So I would honestly say simple, no is so powerful. The word no is a full sentence. And I love saying that, is that we don't need to say no because XYZ. If you need to say that at the start, say that at the start, but we don't need no and then an excuse or a reason if you just don't want to do it. And I think that's one of the biggest parts is not taking on more because then your time that's for yourself gets filled up by things because we view that as free time, but that's not free time. That's Rami time or Alicia time or whatever your name is time. And yeah, so I think as simple as that, just start saying no more often and realize that people aren't going to hate you for saying no. Because something that I say to my girls is that if other people are doing it and not dying, you can do it. Like, do your friends say no to you? What do you think of them when they say no to you? And then they go, oh, I don't really care. And I'm like, exactly. So you're going to be okay. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. What's something that felt like a massive failure at the time but turned out to be the biggest blessing?
Oh. I reckon the breakup.
I thought you were going to say that.
Because I was such a different person then. I know it was only 3 years ago next month, but it feels like a lifetime ago because of how much I've thrown myself into the personal development world in that short amount of time. And when we did go through the breakup, I thought I was going to die. It was like a catastrophe in my fucking head. I was like, oh my God, 27, single again, living at home again, because I was literally just about to move in. And then I felt so much fear of judgment and shame and everything because I lost all of his family. Like you lose so much more than just a partner
100%.
when you go through a breakup. And it's so hard and it's so heavy because it's all at once. You don't get to slowly lose people. It's once that person's gone, boom, everyone and everything else is gone too. And that was really hard to deal with because I was so immersed in his world and his family, his life. So it felt like I failed it because I obviously blamed so much of myself and then so much of him. And then I always say this now, I'm like, well, I would do it over and over and over again because I would not be here. I would not have hired my first coach. I wouldn't have created Rise with Rami. I wouldn't have started the business. And that whole domino effect really stemmed from all the pain that I was experiencing from that breakup. And that's where I set the standard of turn pain into power.
Love.
Thank you. This is so surface level, but what's a movie you could watch on repeat and never get sick of?
Oh, that's a great question. Again, so many. I love movies, but I'm more of a TV show person.
Okay, you can say TV show then if you like. Either or.
There's
both.
a lot of TV shows I could watch on repeat and never get sick of.
Okay, name a few.
Gossip Girl,
yeah.
Friends. Parenthood is one that I've fallen in love with. I've watched it 2 times in the past year.
I've never seen it.
It's just so wholesome. And I think I've always had a belief that's slowly shifting in me that like, I don't want to become a mum because my life will end when I become a mum of like, there are so many big things that I want to do and see the world and everything. But I think there's so much life to be lived when that happens as well. And this show honestly helped me go, wow, there is so much beauty in that. And because I even had, and I think this comes down to the type of parents I had, is that they both traveled heaps and they're both like, be spontaneous, live your life, all the things. So I'm like, well, I wouldn't want to be stuck in the same city, the same town or everything. But I'm like, there is so much beauty to that, the relationships that you form and everything like that as well. Anyways, that's a little tangent. But Parenthood, Gossip Girl, Friends, Gilmore Girls. You haven't seen Gilmore Girls, have you?
No.
Love. Iconic. But movie that I could watch on repeat that I could never get sick of. What's like, I mean, any rom-com. I love like 27 Dresses.
That's a good one.
Just like really wholesome.
Cute.
Yeah. So, you love fried chicken.
Are you taking
Where's
it away
your
from me?
favorite place to get fried chicken from?
Oh my God, Mum's kitchen.
Really?
Oh man, yeah. Ask Vass, ask my sister. She makes the best fucking fried chicken. I've tried to replicate it, but
Do you know what she does with it?
Yeah, I know what she does, but I think it's
Top
just
secret recipe.
just her love that she puts into it. She's fantastic. But if I have to suggest for, someone who can't go to my mum's kitchen.
Everyone at Rami's house.
Yeah, I know. Recently, Vass and I went to Bell's Hot Chicken in the city and that fucking slapped. That was pretty good. We still have Garmies, but Garmies is like shutting down everywhere, I think.
I fucking love that place.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I've not seen it in a while.
That is the best.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's Bell's Hot Chicken or Bell's Fried Chicken. Really fucking good.
Yum.
So good. I feel like it's like American style. They do like really big tenders with like heaps of seasoning.
Yeah.
I froth that shit.
Now I'm like drooling.
With a good
Us
crunch.
both on a deficit talking about fried chicken.
Oh, yum. How many more? We got 2 more. Is that right?
Yeah, I got one more for you because I started.
Oh, yes. If younger you could say anything to you right now, what would it be?
I feel like she would think I'm cool, I hope.
Oh, that's so cute. We're cool.
But I think it's things like even the boyfriend thing. I honestly, and if there's any girls out there, I feel it. I truly had a belief when, I was still so young. I was at the end of high school that I would never meet anyone because I had, not so many, but I had all these little flings in high school where I'm such a lover girl. And of course, high school boys don't want relationships, depending on the boy. At my school, they did not. But I see the best in people as well. And again, to my downfall, because I would just go, oh, that's fine, I'll give him another chance or whatever. But I truly believed that I wouldn't ever meet anyone. And then the funny thing is, like 1 week out of high school, swiped right on Tinder and 6 years later. But that's what I want to say to any single girls out there. I truly believe when you stop looking is when it comes. Because I fully, when I'm out of school, I'm just going to party and get drunk every weekend and, make out with guys and just have fun because I'm 18. What else would I do? Firstly, we went into lockdown, so that couldn't even happen. But I was so happy with that mindset. And then when we actually, I know this isn't even the question, but when we actually started dating, I was very much just like, I'm having the most fun ever. If this goes nowhere, I had the best time. If it goes somewhere, amazing. And that was the first time out of anyone that I'd ever liked that I had that mindset as well. So yeah, there's that. So I think she would probably think that that's really cool that we've got our own dog, boyfriend. I feel that I would be somewhat surprised maybe with what I'm doing because I feel like I definitely would have thought I would have been more 9 to 5, corporate, girly, but then also not because I always wanted to be successful. I've always known that from, when I literally since I was like young, I just remember I'm going to be successful. That was like my thing in my head of like whether I'm acting, singing, I'm going to be rich and famous and successful. And that was like, that. Yeah.
No, it's definitely a later in life thing for me.
Yeah. No, that little, so I think she would be like, okay, we're posting and we're on social media and everything. So yeah.
Cute.
All right. What's one question you wish that people would ask you?
Oh my God.
Came up with that on my own.
What the fuck?
What's something you want to talk about that people don't ask you enough?
Literally the question that we ask guests, which is to describe myself,
Go for
not
it.
my job. And that would have been so hard if I was still in VicPol, because the first thing I would say is shift worker, police officer or something like that, because it does consume so much of your time and energy. And now, even though the business does, I would like to say that I am someone who's very ambitious and driven. I am someone who can be masculine as fuck when I need to and get shit done, but then equally know how to just drop down and just relax. And I just want to see people not waste their fucking life. And that's probably tied to the business, but I feel like the more that I'm doing that, that's just getting so deeper rooted of stop wasting your fucking time. Like, this is like, we're really not here for long. And I want to really share that with people, you know? And that's such a big part of me. So, yeah, I'd like to say I'm pretty fun.
Yeah.
I can make sure we have a good time. I'm also not afraid to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want me to be honest, don't talk to me because it's hard. It's actually hard for me to filter. I actually struggle sitting in social settings where I can't be myself in that sort of sense. Like if I am sitting somewhere and I'm like, my point of view is probably not going to be respected. They're not going to get it. It's going to be a waste of time. I'm like a mute and I hate it. And I'm like, you know, where you just get so torn between I just got to say how I feel versus some people it's just like not worth it.
Yeah.
I really struggle in that. Anyway, I have gone in a full tangent in this answer.
That was the point.
Anyway,
I wanted you to take it over.
There you go. You kind of answered my last question for you. It was going to be about like advice for women who are dating, but I might just do something fun of like, what are you most excited for this year that is nothing to do with your business?
I would say, wow, that's hard.
Yeah.
Because my whole life
I
revolves
know.
around-
All we do, I know. And that's why I really like that question of who am I without my business,
Yeah.
even though it really fucking came full circle.
I
but-
think my relationship, I'm hoping for a ring.
Jared.
But I think I'm really excited because we have, I'm laughing at this because it's like, it is a celebration though. We've gone one full year without like a moment of like, are we going to break up?
That's awesome.
Which I think is
That's
a really big
huge.
achievement. And to be honest, a lot of it is me in that I was the person that was always like picking things out that were wrong with it. And last year we had that moment, which literally pretty much to this day, I was going to move and we were possibly going to part ways. It was sort of a bit up in the air and we went on a trip and I was just like, there's nothing else that I want more than like this, and had the best time. So I think just for that to grow, because I think we've really found our groove of after 6 years, it takes time, guys. And I think you evolve so much, and also we are both business owners. Neither of us have a plate where we can really give more to the other, I guess. Like, you know how some people have a little bit of a quieter job and then someone's got the busy one. Like, we're both fucked busy, and that's really hard in a relationship because sometimes I need the support and he also needs the support. And I'm like, but I need the support, but he also needs it. And it's like, okay, well, we've got to figure that out. So yeah, I think our relationship and my relationships with others.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
Oh my
you
God,
so
what a
much for
fun
listening.
episode.
If you guys have any rogue questions that you want us to
Yeah.
ask each other, that'd be pretty cool. Please.
Maybe the next one could be
from you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, big slay.
Let's do it.
Please pop them in the comments or DM us on Instagram, wherever you are. Thank you so much for listening. We appreciate and love you so much. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks so much for listening.
If you're over on Spotify, don't forget to give us a follow and rate us 5 stars.
And if you're over on our YouTube, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.